All right. So welcome to our Lunch and Learn series. Today I will be talking to you about how to maximize your summer. But before we get started, let's take a look at the other two workshops that we provided, just to give people a chance to get settled in. But this semester, we've talked about networking and how to expand your network. That was Maisha Boy from Career Source of Central Florida. And then in March, Ann Alcorn from South Lake Campus, she talked about volunteering as experience and ways that you can use that on your resume to highlight certain skills. And so today, we're going to focus more on how to maximize your summer since spring semester is coming to a close. So when you think about ultimately what you're here for in school, it really is to begin your career. And so you have certain educational and career goals. And when you think about your job search, it is a process. It doesn't start at the time that you're getting ready to graduate. It actually begins now as you start to research and then prepare and then network and then the job search. So when you are thinking about research, of course, when you are wanting to move forward with your employer, you want to know what you have to offer. So think about your strengths and achievements. You also want to know your weaknesses so you have an opportunity to work on them. And all of this is called employability skills, which are just a group of essential abilities that involve the development of knowledge base, expertise level, and mindset that is necessary for success in the workplace. So when you think about what are options for you over the summer, you want to think about what skills do employers want. Communication skills, both verbal, written, and listening is really key. Analytical research skills, are there particular computer technical skills? Think about teamwork, having self-motivation, being able to take initiative and being creative. Problem solving, all of those different skills that employers want, particularly in your career field of interest. And also think about the soft skills. What are those desirable qualities that, depending on your career, doesn't necessarily come from acquired knowledge, like a formal training, but include more common sense and more personality and values. So things such as having a positive attitude, being flexible, all of those things are great. It's work ethic, having passion, as well as being coachable. So as you start to prepare for your career, you want to work on building those skills. You want to work on building leadership, networking, all of those things that we've talked about. And summer is a great opportunity for students who are normally busy with class and homework and also maybe a part-time job or even a full-time job. It's a great opportunity for you to explore sort of future career paths and gain some work experience because your schedule is probably less hectic than in the fall and the spring. So ways that you can begin to prepare over the summer, there's 5 ways that I want to talk about today. The first one being, of course, work. That's probably the most obvious. So some of you may be working at a particular position that's not related to your career field. It's probably a job that either is flexible and works with your class schedule, or maybe it's something that you've had since high school, or maybe something that actually pays the amount that you're wanting to, that you're needing to provide for your family. But over the summer, you really want to think about how can you make the work provide you with those skills necessary for your career. So when you think about internships and cooperative learning, these types of programs offer you industry experience, but they also are invaluable for networking, being able to have a reference when you do find a job and you have to provide references. Also, mentorship is really key. A lot of times when you're first beginning in a profession, having someone that can coach you and help you navigate that environment, as well as steps to consider and also additional educational opportunities, is really valuable. It also gives students the ability to test a career field without getting strapped into a full-time job. So wouldn't it be best to know now while you're still studying and have an opportunity to perhaps switch to a different degree field, whether you're going to like a particular career now, instead of going all those years and getting your degrees and then working and realizing that that's not a fit for you. So an internship and cooperative learning experience really provides you that opportunity. Data consistently show that it also leads to better starting salary. College graduates without an internship usually average around $15,000 lower than their classmates who had a paid internship experience. This is through a report through the National Association of Colleges and Employers. So it really does make a key difference. Another way to prepare over the summer is to volunteer. So again, our lunch and learn that we did in March, Anne talked about not only our internships evaluate a way to gain relevant experience, but also volunteering. It provides you an opportunity to not only gain experience maybe in a nonprofit sector, but also a great way to develop those target skills and take on really good relevant projects. It also shows your involvement in the community and showing some of those soft skills such as compassion, leadership, and those things that we've talked about. Another way is to also think about summer programs. So sometimes we don't think about ways to enhance our education because maybe we're already taking a class or maybe we really want to work. But summer programs also can provide additional knowledge and skills, especially if you're looking to go into a really technical field or a STEM field or even the healthcare field. Belonging and participating in a program that's going to give you additional knowledge to help you in physics down the road or to help you pass the MCAT, which is entrance into medical school, are really valuable in your future career goals. So don't just look for internship opportunities, but also potentially a summer program. Another way that you can maximize and prepare your summer is going independent. And what does that mean? Simply, you can create your own project. It doesn't necessarily have to be a formal job with an employer, but you can develop key skills such as directing your own movie or creating a blog or a podcast, or maybe organizing a community or campus event. Those are also great ways for you to showcase skills, develop, as well as refine. So you are also able to show employers that you're self-motivated because this is something that you took on yourself. It's also showcasing that you're capable of managing projects and taking and multitasking and coordinating all of the different pieces. So just make sure that you keep track of what you did, what the outcomes were, and how it impacted you. That's going to be very key when you articulate that experience to an employer. And just think, Mark Zuckerberg, he started his own project and look at where he is now. And we all pretty much use Facebook. Even for this lunch and learn, we're streaming. So the next step in the job search beyond research and then prepare, you also want to then think about network. So your fifth way to maximize your summer is to cultivate a network. So regardless of whether you work or able to do an internship, or maybe you're taking a class, summer is an excellent time to build your network. Think about your online presence with such professional social sites like LinkedIn. Look at who you're connected to and start setting up potential informational interviews. Start by adding personal friends, professors, or even your friends of your parents. Branch out then to other people who work at companies that you would like to work for, or possibly even do an internship the following summer. You can also build your network in person, which helps you to reach out to either alumni or just getting involved with a professional association or pre-professional association for students of your career field, and also maybe attending conferences, many of which are held over the summer when student classes, their schedule are usually less. So think about ways that you can really look and use your industry. Again, LinkedIn is a very great place to be able to do all of that. And we typically here at CDS do a workshop on how to use and create a successful profile on LinkedIn. So be on the watch for that for the fall. You also want to think about then your job search. That's step 4 of the job search process. And it doesn't have to begin once you finish your degree, but it can also apply to a part-time position, or again, if you're looking for an internship over the summer. So you want to reach out to your network. Did you know that most students are able, or most positions, excuse me, are found via your network? Word of mouth is very strong. And so if you stay connected with contacts, you can then learn about opportunities that can arise. Also, use your online resources. Here in CDS, we have an online job board called Lake Hawk Career Connect. You can access that through our website, and you can activate your account if you haven't done so already, and be able to search not only local employers that have reached out and registered with us, but also nationally through the College Career Network. You can search not only for part-time and full-time positions, but also internship opportunities. Also, attending hiring events is another great way to start job searching or potential future job search. So we have an employer networking reception that we are coordinating at the Southlake campus on April the 10th. That's a great opportunity to meet employers, connect, and network. And again, you never know when they may have an opportunity that you can apply to later. But at the very least, a lot of the employers are willing to take on students for job shadow or even an informational interview. So your marketability in the job market is based on the total package. So when you think about the employability skills, both the hard skills and the soft skills that we talked about at the beginning of this session, when you think about what you have to bring to the table and perhaps those skill sets that you want to work on and develop further, then maximizing your summer is very key. Because while you're here at Lake Sumter, we can help you get started. But then as you finish your degree and get closer to actually doing your job search, you definitely want to make sure that you've taken advantage of those opportunities. So again, what are employers seeking? Is it communication skills? Professionalism? Are you self-motivated? What about your energy and your positive attitude? Those are all things that as you complete your degree, you want to be mindful of those things, particularly in your career field. What are the key things that will help you in that field? Again, if you come in for a career exploration appointment, a career advisor will be more than happy to talk to you about those skills that maybe for your career field are really important. So when you think about what skills you already have, then those are great opportunities for you to also think about advanced skill sets that can give you a competitive edge. Your ability to build relationships or to analyze and evaluate and interpret data, things that you're able to create new knowledge, or maybe plan and manage projects. Maybe it's just simply studying abroad for a semester or traveling overseas. That can give you global understanding. Those are all advanced skill sets that employers also will stand out to employers. So when you think about your summer, even if it's just traveling, those are all ways that you can look to increase your skill sets. So we want to help you at CDS. We have a variety of resources and tools that we can use to assist you with this job search process. Remember, it's research, prepare, network, and then the actual job search itself. So at all stages, CDS can help you. Not only do we do one-on-one career advising, but we can help you with your resume, we can help connect you with employers, and also help you find those employers that maybe you could do a job shadow or even internship opportunities. So make sure you make your appointment with either Ann at Southlake or myself, either at the Leesburg or Sumter campus. You can make appointments online through our webpage, but also you can do it through Starfish. So again, we just encourage you to not just work any job over the summer, but look for ways that you could possibly work within your career path And that way you can gain valuable experience. Thank you for your time today. And again, don't forget our employer networking reception on April the 10th, beginning at 3:30 at our South Lake campus in Claremont. Have a great rest of your day.